Okay, so you've seen that I've taken all of the rubber needles out and put the cylinder needles in. Take my rubber off, and now you can see that it's all ribbed. So to latch to a bind off without taking the carrier off, I mean, you could always take the carrier off and then it would make it easier, but I don't like to mess with my settings. So without taking the carrier off, I take these needles right beside the carrier out of work so that I can continue on. I'm going to put one more needle out of work so that this needle is up. So then you go 1, 2, 3 around and cut. So now this is the tail, the yarn tail, and this is how you start the latch to a bind off. And you got to go counterclockwise. No, you got to go clockwise from this direction back over here until you get to these in-hold needles. And then you can move the carrier with your waste yarn across the needles. So I'll just show you how I do that. If you don't do it this way, then your yarn carrier is going to get in the way, and you're going to have needles that aren't accessible for you to latch to a bind off. Now I know I've shown this to you before. Just do it quickly. I'm catching splits of the yarn here. I usually take my most of my weights off, but not all of them. I leave one weight on because it helps with the tension of for me to be able to get into the stitches. So I'm getting close to the end here. This closes off the live stitches so that you won't have any, you won't have to worry about anything unraveling when you move on to the second sock, okay? So I'm on the last stitch before the yarn carrier. I'm going to hook a couple more up. Doesn't really matter, but it's just so that the yarn, the waste yarn doesn't get in my way. Thread up the waste yarn. Like that. And now the waste, the yarn carrier, I'm just going to go forward, and it's going to go on all these live stitches. All the way and stop over here. So now I can latch to a bind off the rest until I get over here. I hear thumping. The kids are going to be home soon. Yep, there they are. Now I'm almost at the last one. There's the last one. And I just kind of connect it to there. And I give myself less to weave in. And from here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can start a new sock.